become Evil Larry. Not to get scared. Scariest stories. I wasn't scared of anything. That was until I met the scary man. The scary man wasn't scared of anything. That was until he met Larry. It was late at night and there was a shirt in corner that scared me. The closer I look at shirt, I realize it wasn't a shirt. It was Larry. The creature asked for no mushrooms on his pizza. But little did he know the guy making his pizza was Evil Larry. James was sticking his peanut to the glory hole, like usual. To his horror, he sticks it in peanut explosion chamber on accident.
Oh God, my fan got stuck. Help me.
No, James, I don't think I will help you. Me and James was doing pregnancy tests as a joke. Let's just say we have cancer. If you ever feeling sad, just be happy. Sends this to someone to make them happy. And if they don't get happy, let's just say they'll be talking to Larry. Sometimes I think, but then I forget. And what the actual fuck? They says an evil burger a day keeps the creature away. But now I needs to know is how do I keeps away? James. Wow, what a lovely Monday. And it's also 2 p.m., I exclaims. Hey there, bud, said the midday Monday mass murderer. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. They say you are either a grower or a shower. But what if I'm me walks into the room. I has arrived, I announce. But I forget why I am there. As I turned back, I saw him with a mask, but he looked familiar. I know him. I think it was James. Number 3, happiest story ever. Hello guys, today there will be no scary story. This will be the happiest story ever. Who is calling me at 3 a.m.? Who the f*** is Bella the Finger Horse?
Hello?
Wait, is this Kanye?
No, this is Bella the Finger Horse.
Nah, this is Kanye 100%. You ain't Bella the Finger Horse.
What if instead of being Bella the Finger Horse, I finger your ass?
Number 4, is James an alien? Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. While I was jorking it, James came into my room. He said he was cursed, and then he started transforming into an alien. I think he then... What did he do? Oh yeah, I remember. He then whispered, I bought a property. Number 5, Larry and James. Wait, Larry stole my Pinor. He wants to blow it up in the Pinor explosion chamber, but he entered the Pinor freaky chamber, and he doesn't know that James is there also.
Hello, it's me, James.
How do I say this? They got a little freaky. Number 6, why is James always so freaky? Why is James always so freaky? One day James and I were going to the movies, but little did we know, it was a feature, a creature feature, featuring the freaky creature. When I saw that I wanted to leave, but James wanted to stay. To my utter horror, the freaky creature came flying from the screen. Then, how do I say this? They got a little freaky. After that, James became the freakiest guy ever.
Your Peter is next.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos. Chorn, so, on's my way to the store to get some ice cream. When I got to the store, however, I could not find the ice cream. We're out of ice cream today, said the store guy.
I've got some ice creams you can have.
Said James. Littles did I knows it was not ice cream, but James cream. Larry was walking around his towns jorking peanuts like usual. He thought he was the mostest, evilest peanut stealer in the town. That was until he met the Pinar Snipper guy. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. They say you are either a grower or a shower. But what if I'm try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Is the creature an SCP from the SCP Foundation?
Ask the curious guy.
No, fucking nerd.
Says the fuck you guy. Me and my buddies were having epic jerk circle when just then, the circle started jorking on us. Wow, what a lovely Monday. And it's also 2 p.m., I exclaims. Hey there, bud, said the midday Monday mass murderer.
Sir, we're losing him. He's bleeding massive amounts of blood,
said nurse guy as the man bleeds. You know what else is massive, said the creature. If you're seeing this video, your friends just want to let you know that there's someone in your closet. They're just being good friends. Oh, what's in your closet, you ask? Well, that would be Larry. Try not to cry. Saddest stories. I fell asleep first at my friend's house, and as a prank, they shot me 47 times. I kept Larry's voicemail, the one where he says, "I'll call you back soon." The phones company offered to delete it last year, but it's the only thing I have left. An evil Larry once. This cute little Girl Scout came up to my door. She said she was selling Girl Scout cookies. She had Thin Mints, peanut butter tagalongs, and Evil Larry token. I got the Evil Larry token. I said, "How much do I owe you?" She said, "I need about $3.50. It was at this moment my heels were fucking G-ing when I noticed this cute little Girl Scout was about 3 stories tall and was a crustacean from my worst fucking nightmare. I said, "Damn it, Evil Larry," and before I could get anything else out, I literally took over the salon network. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. So there's I was, doing my normal everyday activities. Watching memes, eating evil burgers, jorking it. When all of a sudden, I hear a very scary sound from the basement. And so I go downstairs and open the door. To my most utter and ball-punching horrors, there he was, Evil Larry. and 5 victims in the penile explosion chamber.
Your Peter is next.
Heya there, you. Yes, you. I hope you have a wonderful day and never, ever runs into evil, John.
I was coming.
Not to get scared. Scariest stories. Penile enlargement chamber was down for my surgery. As I waited for a repairman to fix it, I saw Larry walk out of penile enlargement chamber with toolbox. Surgery was ready. Doctor then gave me anesthesia. As my eyes closed, I saw evil Larry change room sign to penile explosion chamber. Who doesn't want good grades? Especially when the teacher is the creature teacher. Sends this to your friends to remind them to study or...
fully naked right now. I'm so tired. It's not Babinos, it's not Bobo-Benini. It's like, baby, no!
He was in fact fully naked right now. Yo guys, there is no scary story today, I promise. This is a normal, happy story. Wait, is that Michael Jackson?
Yes, it is me, Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, and your biggest fan.
This is that Larry behind you.
It was in fact Larry, but not a normal Larry. It was evil Larry. Why did I low-key? I was just being a silly Billy, like usual.
Hello?
That's when I see evil freaky Billy walk in.
Who wants to get evil and freaky with me?
Gets the hell out of here, freaky Billy. I was grabbing snack from the kitchen at midnight, but that's when I see him. Google the skeleton. Oops, I dropped my pencil. I said as I dropped my pencil.
Thanks for the pencil, said Bob. The evil pencil stealer.
Ich hoffe, diesmal sind es mehr als 2 Minuten, sagte meine Frau gerade zu mir. Plötzlich empfand ich ein böses, grauenhaftes Grauen. Entsetzt schaute ich mich und sah ihn. Nicht Voldemort, nicht einmal die Kreatur. Nein, etwas viel Schlimmeres. Lennart. Bitte Gnade, schrie ich, da dies ein böshaftiger Bubenstreich des Lennarts sein musste. Doch es war zu spät. Ich steckte nicht in meiner Frau, sondern in der Puller-Explosionskammer. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I got on a flight to go visit my good friend Larry, who moved away to get away from evil Larry. Everything was going just fine until we arrived. To my utterest and most diabolical horrors, I found myself not at Larry's house, but the Pinor explosion chamber. I slowly turned to the pilot only to discover it was in fact not pilot, but evil Larry.
I remember!
I was straight up jorking it with Larry and the creature, but to my utter horror, I got a call from James. Send this to yours bestest friend. To show them Larry. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Larry came back knocking on my door. Little did I know, it might not be real Larry, but evil Larry. I put my Pinard into the glory holes like usual. Little did I know it was actual the Pinard explosion chamber. Help me, I screamed to James. James just stood there and laughs.
Pinard explosions times.
Was showering when I heard some knocks at the door. I opened the door. To my horror, it was none other than Edward. I was touching my girlfriend's Pinard when I noticed that she looked exactly like my Spanish roommate. My face is filled with horrors as I remember. My Spanish roommate's Pinard was stolen by James.
Deja de tocarme el pene, maldito abusador.
Try not to get scared, scary stories. I was a lonely and boards at home on Tinder, swiping right on all these felines when all of a sudden, holy dog, shit, I can't believe it, I says companion Leslie. I got a match. As I were preparing to send message, no fucking ways. She's already messaged me and wants to seize me tonight. And she sending's a limo to pick me up? Is these too good to be true, I thought, catfish phobically. Nah, no ways, the feline ladies love me. Afters I did a jork for good lord, eyes heard the limo outside wailing on the fucking horn. Eyes entered the limo and met my date. I says, you look beautiful, but something seemed off. Just then, I shit you not, the driver lowered the dividering window, and it was fucking James. I heard the doors lock as eyes turned to look at my date. She took off her wig, and I realized that it was Larry. So are we doing a threesome or what? They says an evil burger a day keeps the creature away. But now I needs to know, how do I keeps away? James. Larry strangled his snake and expected its white to come out. To his horror, it was red. Larry remembers times when his Larry father was killing. He wants to take revenge, but he slowly feels becoming evil. If having a big penar was illegal, I'd be a law-abiding citizen. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Listen, you must cut to the black wire, not the white wire,
said the voice over the radio.
But I am black-white colorblind,
said the bomb technician guy. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories.
Listen, you must cut to the black wire, not the white wire,
said the voice over the radio.
But I am black-white colorblind,
said the bomb technician guy. Not to get scared. Scariest stories. I saw a man. He moved much quicker. He pulled his gun and squeezed the trigger. His presence alone made him bigger. He's no snicker. Don't mess with a Larry. While eating my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I felt a weird taste. It wasn't normal jelly. It was James jelly. I'm gonna fill you up with my jelly. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Oh boys, I finally saved up enough monies to buy my dreams car, I says with overflowing excitements. I goes to signs the contract, but after signings I realized it in fact wasn't contract for my sweet new whip, but instead, to my cheek jiggling's horrors, it was in fact contract to be test subject for. The Pinor snipper guy. Try not to get scared. Scariest story. I was sleeping on my bed when I smelled a lungs burning fart. Man, who farted? Then I realized that I actually lived alone, and my fart detector device was pointing at the creature. I kept Larry's voicemail, the one where he says, I'm going back soon. The phones company offered to delete it last year, but it's the only thing I have left. Larry remembers times when his Larry father was killed. He wants to take revenge, but he slowly feels becoming evil Larry. James was sticking his penar through the glory hole like usual. To his horror, he sticks it in penar explosion chamber on accident.
Oh my God, my thing got stuck. Helps me.
No, James, I don't think I will help you. What could be worse than the Mr. Evil Guy?
Me is worst,
said the Mr. Super Evil Guy. Little did he know about Larry.
I know what you are. Say it. Larry? No, I am evil Larry.
Not to get scared. Scariest stories. Peanut enlargement chamber was down for my surgery. As I waited for repairman to fix it, I saw Larry walk out of peanut enlargement chamber with toolbox. Surgery was ready. Doctor then gave me anesthesia. As my eyes closed, I saw evil Larry change room sign to peanut explosion chamber. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I was just minding my businesses when James walked in and stole my... Could be worse than the Mr. Evil Guy.
me is worst,
said the Mr. Super Evil Guy. Little did he know about Larry. On my way to the store to get some ice cream. When I got to the store, however, I could not find the ice cream. We're out of ice cream today, said the store guy.
I've got some ice cream you can have,
said James. Little did I know it was not ice cream, but James cream. Cry not to cry. happiest stories. James was walking down the aisle while Larry was already there. He couldn't hide his smile. So happy he was to have a Peener Stealer company till the rest of his life. And suddenly, Larry said, "I, Larry, take you, James, to be my. Larry wasn't always an evil guy. That was until he met his real father. When Larry was a little boy, he was kicked out of house because he couldn't jork. Larry was sad Larry as a little boy for many years and was as a bad boy. As a college student, Larry cures sadness by becoming smartest man alive. His invention of peanut enlargement chamber would save many lives of growers like himself. One day, Larry gets ready to perform surgery on a familiar name, Father Larry. Larry remembers times when Father would jork on him and fills with anger. Larry angers so much he puts Father in peanut explosion chamber, killing his peanuts. Larry then fired from job. He lost everything, but evil Larry gains conscience. The world is never the same as evil Larry is eviling everyone in his way. No one can stop him. It won't be long before the creature gets involved. When I got to Larry's house, his laptop was unlocked. I went to look at his history, and what I found was shocking. First result was Peener explosion chamber. The next one was James feet picks. While I was gambling, I saw Larry win. He won the jackpot.
Apologies if you can notice the camera drifting off to the
This is
side.
Bella, the finger horse.
Nah, this is Kanye 100%. You are not Bella the Finger Horse.
What if instead of being Bella the finger horse, I finger your ass?
Number 4, watching memes at 3 a.m. goes wrong. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. While I was watching memes at 3 a.m., someone knocked on my door. As I went to open the door, I asked, "Who is it?"
It's me, Michael Jackson.
Oh, no way, it's Michael Jackson. Little did I know it was not Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackoffson. Number 5, try not to cry. Part 2, try not to cry. Saddest stories. While I was playing Minecraft at 3 a.m., James came in. But he really came.
Ooh, I'm about to come.
Number 6, why did Larry become evil Larry? Why did Larry become evil Larry? One day me and Larry were walking in the park when all of a sudden one masked guy attacked us. He said he wanted our penis. Little did we know that it was James, but it was too late. When Larry saw him, he got so scared his peener fell off. Because of that, he now wants to blow up every peener in his peener explosion chamber. The last thing he said before he left was, "I hate you." Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of videos. After literally jorking it for 8 hours straight with Larry and the creature, I reached under my bed to charge my phone. But then, it was James.
Hello, it's me, James.
Try not to get Larried. Scariest stories. So there's I was, walking around the neighborhoods with my anti-Larry hoodie on, trying to get some fresh air. I was certain that the anti-Larry hoodie I bought from Temu would keep me safe from any kinds of Larry tomfoolery. To my utter and total poopy pants shock, I was strangled by my hoodie. I knew immediately it wasn't an anti-Larry hoodie. It was Evil's Larry in hoodie form. I disliked it. Test your knowledges. How old is the creature? Is he very old, around 30,000-year-old? Or is he just still a babby? Try not to cry. Saddest stories. For the longest times, I have always hated Larry because Larry do evil Larry things. That was until I realized Larry was actually angry at the world for taking his father away from him. It was late at night when I got a call from the Loves Everyone's guy.
Thank you for everything. I love you.
Said the Loves Everyone's guy as the Hates Everyone's guy has finally gotten to him. I miss him already. I never thought I would know the pains of losing a meatworm. Then I was shot 47 times. You stupid! I just got done with a heavy workout and I feel so strong. When suddenly, and then he suddenly, I guess I don't have a scary story for you guys today. Huh? Who could be knocking at my doors during my Markiplier Goon session? Sometimes I feel sad, like really fucking downs. I got no bitches, no monies, and no huge peener. Just really down in the depths, you know? But then I remember, bro, I love bro. Send this to bro to tell them you love them, and that they have a huge peener. What could be worse than the Mr. Evil guy? Me is worst, said the Mr. Super Evil guy. Little did he know about Larry. Yippee! I bet it's a text from that cute girl I'm talking to, I said as I pick up my phone. To my utter horror, I realized it was just a text from James.
Let me fucking touch your penis.
I fucking hate it. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I goes for my yearly Pinors inspection at doctor's office. How's it look, doc? I asked nervously.
Not looking's too good. I'm going to have to take it in for further inspection.
Doctor guy said back. As he leaves room, I turns to his desk. To my Pinor diseased horrors, doors, I saw his name tag read, Dr. James. Oh boy, I hopes this is Evil Burger, I say. I stood there in shock as my burger started busting a move. It was Funky Burger. I was literally Jork, doing the dishes when I dropped a bowl of poo. I mean soup on my foot. It burned it a lot, and I ran to the pool to dip my dainty little petite tootsies in the pool to cool them off. Little did I know, this wasn't the pool, but a 6-foot-long Italian sub, complete with salami, pepperoni, ham, fresh tomatoes, lettuce, cherry peppers, olive oil, and vinegar. New year, new me, I said. As the 2025 countdown hits 0, Larry falls out the ceiling and crawls up to my thighs. As he breathes heavily into my face, he says, "New year, new victim." As he puts his knife up my ass, me walking into the room. "I has arrived," I announces, but I forget why I'm there. I asked lunch lady for eggs and wiener. She looks at me weird. That's when I realize she actually has Bad's hearing, and instead pegs me with Peener. I typed P in search bar on Larry's computer as a joke, but this was no joke. Top results showed Peener explosion chamber. Second was porn. Evil Larry was getting so evil to the point when the creature noticed.
This Jork Muncher can't keep getting away. Creature Peener has most powers,
says Creature. You see, Creature doesn't like when the evil gets too much because as the creature evil is most powerful. Creature makes move by locating Evil Larry with Evil Peener combustion detection.
Enough of this, you Jork face. Quit whining.
Larry strikes him, but Creature evil power is too strong, and Creature strikes him back.
You run and never evil again.
That's when normal Larry gains conscience again. Larry runs away in hideaways. He knows Evil Larry. Larry and his evil conscience, Evil Larry, have trained many years to fight Creature Peener. Larry can now jork so efficiently that his peanuts powers maxes out. But he knows Creature Peener is very big, but also is very evil. With one jork, Creature Peener detector senses sheer power of Evil Larry.
Have you not learned your lesson? Creature Peener has most.
Larry jorks on him. You see, Evil Larry doesn't have time for conversation. Anyway, Evil Larry attacks Creature Peener violently, and Creature has no power to stop him. Just then, Evil Larry does the unthinkable. Creature peanuts his rib rights off, and Evil Larry consumes power. Creature uses last Peener power to vanish. Larry has won. But I don't think you know what coming. Creature has one last plan. Let's just say fight is about to get much bigger. Larry wasn't always an evil guy.
Greetings.
That was until he
You're
met
watching
his
a video
real
about
father.
the Flip Ultra F260.
When Larry was a little boy, he was kicked out of the house because he couldn't Jordan.
In the description of this video,
Larry was sad Larry as a little boy for many years and was as a bad boy. As a college student, Larry cures sadness by becoming smartest man alive. His invention of Peener enlargement chamber would save many lives of growers like himself. One day, Larry gets ready to perform surgery on familiar name, Father Larry. Larry remembers times when Father would jork on him, fills with anger. Larry angers so much he puts Father in Peener explosion chamber, killing his peanuts. Larry then fired from job. He lost everything, but Evil Larry gains conscience. The world is never the same as Evil Larry is eviling everyone in his way. No one can stop him. It won't be long before the creature gets involved. Soap dropped in shower. Then I see Larry behind me. Larry actually picks up soap for me. How nice. He then proceeded to insert. While eating my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I felt a weird taste. It wasn't normal jelly. It was James Jelly.
I'm gonna fill you up with my jelly.
What could be
Something
worse
nice
than the
about these
Mr.
models
Evil
is that
guy?
The color
Me is
reproduction is
worst,
actually
said the
very,
Mr. Super Evil
like,
guy.
true to life.
Little did he know
It's a little
about
bit difficult to explain, but
Larry.
the basic premise is that
As I looked into the creature's eyes, he said, "You completers me to becomes feature in a creature feature
real
film."
life counterparts. which is
Little did
very
he
nice.
know,
The newer flip cameras
the teacher
actually
leading the
have
feature had a no
I'm not
creature
going to
rule for the
completely
feature of
echo
the
all
creature in
the
school,
statements I made in
which
the
made the creature fight the teacher
instead,
with
I
a
will let
tool
the
he
review
found in the
speak
school.
for itself. Here's
And
some
then he
more
creature
test footage
featured
of
through the teacher in the
Flip
school's cool
Ultra
pool.
F260.
My grandpa kissed me. I was grabbing snack from the kitchen at midnight, but that's when I see him. Goobert the skeleton. "I'm really excited for the new movie," I exclaimed with excitement. Little did I know, it would be a feature, a creature feature, featuring the creature. "Can I go to toilet, please? I've met Evil Larry once. This cute little Girl Scout came up to my door. She said she was selling Girl Scout cookies. She had Thin Mints, peanut butter tack." Shocking stories. Try not to get scared. So there's I was, following the treasure map that the creature gave me to reclaim my lost Pinor that Evil Larry had taken. I had been traveling for days and nights. The only thing keeping me going being's the will to jork it. After the most gruesome journeys I find, to my most despicable horror, James.
No peanut.
Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Oh God. I farted next to my crush. Unbeknownst to me, Crush sharded right on my face. I shot her. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I applied to college. I only gets into Creature University. Let's just say I may be featured as the creature in a creature feature, featuring the creature with a feature feature, featuring the feature of the creature, feature features. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I was driving home really needing to shed. I found a gas station. Oh God. "Ano ikimono wa kokorosu daro," the man wrote. Little did he know, he was writing in the evil Japanese notebook that made whatever he wrote comes true. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. So there's I was, doing my normal everyday activities. Watching memes, eating evil burgers, jorking it. When all of a sudden, I hear a very scary sound from the basement. And so as I go downstairs and open the door, to my most utter and ball-clenching horrors, there he was, Evil Larry, and 5 victims in the Pinor explosion chamber.
Your Pinor is next.
Not to get scared. Scariest stories. Pinor enlargement chamber was downs for my surgery. As I waited for repairman to fix it, I saw Larry walk out of Pinor enlargement chamber with toolbox. Surgery was ready. Doctor then gave me anesthesia. As my eyes closed, I saw Evil Larry change room sign to Pinor explosion chamber. "You better not mess with my gang, or you'll be messing with Oopie Goopy, General Munchkin Man, Lil Jim Bob, and worst of all, Larry." I was straight up jorking it with Larry and the creature, but to my utter horror, I got a call from James. Try not to get scared. Pinar was illegal, I'd be a law-abiding citizen. If you ever feeling sad, just be happy. Sends this to someone to make them happy. And if they don't get happy, let's just say they'll be talking to Larry. When I went into my room, I saw someone in my closet, and to my absolute pancreas-busting horrors, it was Larry making out with James.
Oh, I'm about to come.
Damn it, Larry. Why did you steal my Peener again? I hope I can find it before he blows it up in the Peener explosion chamber. Well, that's not good. When I went into the Peener explosion chamber, I found my Peener intact. But James was there, lying on the ground. Oh my God. Please, no. I took my Peener and was about to leave when I heard him.
Ultra F260.
Alien James.
So you can see him standing out here at night.
My mom always told me that witches and monsters will come if I stayed up after midnight. So I wanted to test that.
Some of the newer flip cameras.
It was 3 a.m. when something opened the door in my closet. Oh my God. It was scarier than witches and monsters. It was Larry. He then started to laugh. While I was watching TV, the news came. Larry wants to blow up every Peener in the city. He built the Peener explosion chamber so big that it covered the whole city.
But yeah.
Oh God, he is going to explode everything. Wait,
not really a whole lot to say to add to what I had at the beginning.
It's Debbie. Debbie destroyed the Peener explosion chamber and took Larry's Peener. We are saved. Thank you, Debbie. I was doing this job as a security guard when all of a sudden I spotted some kind of a dark figure in the hallway. I then asked, is anyone there? But it was getting closer and closer and closer, and to my utter and ball-clenching horror, it was Larry. He then whispered,
I came for your Peener.
I wasn't scared of anything. That was until I met James. But James also wasn't scared of anything. That was until he met Larry. I hate Nick. While I was jorking it with Larry's brother, someone came into the room, and to my ball-clenching horror, it was James.
I came for you, Peeners.
Said James. But he didn't know that there's always a bigger fish. Or how the fuck does that saying go? Anyway, a dark figure was standing behind James, and it was Larry.
Oh God, that is a big Peener.
Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. While I was eating evil burger, I felt like someone was watching me. To my utter horror, there he was. Scary man and 6 victims of the Peenar Chop Chop incident. He wanted to do the chop chop on me, but Larry, James, and the creature came to the scene, and then they did the chop chop on Scary Man. As they did it, he whispered, something bad happened today. Minecraft at 3 a.m., James came into my room, but he really came.
Ooh, I'm about to come.
Try not to cry. Saddest stories. While I was playing Minecraft at 2 a.m., Larry came into my room, but he really came. Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. While I was eating freaky fries at 3 a.m., someone came into my room. I thought it was Larry or James, but to my utter Debbie. You stupid. While I was eating Evil Burger, James came into my room, but he didn't look like James. He looked like alien James. Into my bed to charge my phone, but then it was James. Try not to get Larry. Scariest, Larryest stories. So there's I was, walking around the neighborhoods with my anti-Larry hoodie on, trying to get some fresh air. I was certain that the anti-Larry hoodie I bought from Temu would keep me safe from any kinds of Larry tomfoolery. To my utter and total poopy pants shock, I was strangled by my hoodie. I knew immediately it wasn't an anti-Larry hoodie. It was Evil's Larry in hoodie form. I disliked how... Test your knowledges. How old is the creature? Is he very old, around 30,000 year old? Or is he just still a babby? Try not to cry. Saddest stories. For the longest times, I have always hated Larry because Larry do evil Larry things. That was until I realized Larry was actually angry at the worlds for taking his father away from him. It was late at night when I got a call from the Loves Everyone's guy.
Thank you for everything. I loves you.
Said the Loves Everyone's guy as the Hates Everyone's guy has finally gotten to him. I miss him already. I never thought I would nose the pains of losing Meatworm. Then I was shot 47 times. You stupid Nick. I just got done with a heavy workout and I feel so strong. When suddenly, and then he suddenly, I guess I don't have a scary story for you guys today. Huh? Who could be knocking at my doors during my Markiplier goon session? Sometimes I feel sad, like really fucking downs. I got no bitches, no monies, and no huge peener. Just really down in the depths, you know? But then I remember, bro, I love bro. Send this to bro to tell them you love them, and that they have a huge peener. What could be worse than the Mr. Evil guy?
Me is worst,
said the Mr. Super Evil guy. Little did he know about Larry. Yippee! I bet it's a text from that cute girl I'm talking to, I said as I pick up my phone. To my utter horror, I realized it was just a text from James.
Let me fucking touch your penis.
I fucking hate... Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. I goes for my yearly Pinors inspection at doctor's office. How's it look, doc? I asked nervously.
Not looking's too good. I'm going to have to take it in for further inspection.
Doctor guy said back. As he leaves room, I turns to his desk. To my Pinor diseased horrors, I saw his name tag read, Dr. James. Oh boy, I hopes this is Evil Burger, I say. I stood there in shock as my burger started busting a move. It was Funky Burger. I was literally doing the dishes when I dropped a bowl of poo. Soup on my foot. It burned it a lot, and I ran to the pool to dip my dainty little petite tootsies in the pool to cool